Catholic High School. Second Semestral Assessment 2019. Primary 4 Mathematics. Catholic High School. Second Semestral Assessment 2019. Primary 4 Mathematics. Section A. Question 1. What is the missing number? 3 10,000s, plus 5,000s, plus 8 1s, and equal to. Three 10,000s in digit will be 30000. 5,000s in digit will be 5000. 8 1s in digit will be 8. Add 30,000 to 5,000 to 8, and you will get 35,008. The answer is 4. Question 2. Which of the following is a multiple of both 6 and 8? A multiple is the result of multiplying a number by an integer. The multiple of 6 will be 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, and more. The multiple of 8 will be 8, 16, 24, 32, and more. From the above multiples, the multiple that is common for both 6 and 8 is 24. The answer is 4. Question 3. Which of the following numbers when rounded to the nearest hundred becomes 19,800? Round 19,705 to the nearest hundred will be 19,700. Round 19,749 to the nearest hundred will be 19,700. Round 19,801 to the nearest hundred will be 19,800. Round 19,850 to the nearest hundred will be 19,900. The answer is 3. Question 4. Which of the following is not a factor of 12? Factors are the numbers we can multiply together to get another number. The factors of 12 will be 12 is equal to 1 times 12. 12 is equal to 2 times 6. 12 is equal to 3 times 4. The factors for 12 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. The number that is not a factor of 12 is 8. The answer is 1. Question 5. 1/3 plus 1/6 is equal to. The common denominator for 1/3 and 1/6 is 6. Convert 1/3 to denominator 6 will be 2/6. Add 2/6 to 1/6, and the sum is 3/6. Round 3/6 to the simplest form will be half. The answer is 3. Question 6. In the number 43.21, which digit is in the tenths place? The digit 2 is in the tenths place. The answer is 2. Question 7. What is the missing number in the box? Convert 6 2/5 to an improper fraction. Multiply the whole number 6 by the denominator 5, and you will get 30. Add 30 to the numerator 2, and you will get 32. The missing number in the box is 32. The answer is 4. Question 8. Mary had 17 bags of marbles. Each bag contained 25 marbles. She repacked all the marbles equally into 5 boxes. How many marbles were there in each box? You will need to find the total amount of marbles. Multiply 17 marbles by 25 bags. You will get 425 marbles. Divide 425 marbles by 5 bags. You will get 85 marbles. There are 85 marbles in each box. The answer is 2. Question 9. Abby saved 5 times as much as Ben. They saved $4,860 altogether. How much did Ben save? Abby saved 5 times as much as Ben. From the model, Abby saved 5 units, and Ben saved 1 unit. To find out how much Ben has saved, we will divide $4,860 by 6, and the quotient will be $810. Ben saved $810. The answer is 1. Question 10. The price of pens sold in a shop is as follows. 1 pen costs $2.25. A bundle of 4 pens costs $5.70. Roger wants to buy 9 pens. What is the least amount he has to pay? If buying 4 pens at $2.25, it will cost Roger $9. It will be cheaper to buy a bundle of 4 pens at $5.70. Roger can purchase 2 bundles of 4 pens, and 1 pen to make it 9 pens. Cost of 2 bundles pens will be, multiplying $5.70 by 2, and the product is $11.40. The total cost of 9 pens will be, adding $11.40 to $2.25, and the sum is $13.65. The answer is 3. Question 11. Jerry bought 6.8 kilograms of flour. He used 2.95 kilograms of the flour to make some cookies. How much flour had Jerry left? To find out how much flour Jerry had left, we shall subtract the amount of flour he had at first, with the amount of flour he had used. Subtract 6.8 kilograms by 2.95 kilograms, and the difference is 3.85 kilogram. The answer is 3. Question 12. The perimeter of a square is 36 centimeters. Find the length of the square. The length on 4 sides of a square will be equal. The length of the square will be, divide 36 centimeters by 4, and the quotient is 9 centimeters. The answer is 2. Question 13. The figure below is made up of 2 squares, P and Q, and a rectangle R. Find the area of rectangle R. Before we are able to find the area of rectangle R, we shall need to find the length of square Q, and the length of rectangle R. The length of square Q will be, adding 6 cm to 9 cm, and the sum will be 15 cm. The length of rectangle R will be, adding 15 cm to 9 cm, and the sum will be 24 cm. The area of rectangle R will be, multiplying 24 cm by 6 cm, and the product is 144 square centimeters. The answer is 2. Question 14. In the square grid, which of the following figures is symmetrical? The figure that is symmetrical is the letter M. Draw a line across in the middle of the alphabet. You can clearly see that the left and right side of the alphabet is symmetrical. The answer is 2. Question 15. Find the perimeter of the following figure. All lines meet at right angles. The length of the shorter vertical line will be subtracting 58 cm from 14 cm, and from 14 cm, and the difference is 30 cm. The perimeter of the figure will be 58 cm, plus 34 cm, plus 14 cm, plus 20 cm, plus 30 cm, plus 20 cm, plus 14 cm, plus 34 cm, and the sum is 224 cm. The answer is 4. Question 16. Peter is standing at point A. After turning 135 degrees anti-clockwise, Peter is facing southeast. Which point was Peter facing at first? Peter is facing southeast after making a 135 degrees anti-clockwise turn. Which is facing J now? If he turn 135 degrees in clockwise direction, he will be facing M, which he was facing at first. The answer is 2. Question 17. In the figure below, ABCD is a square. Angle X is equal to angle Y is equal to angle Z. Find angle X. Angle ADB is a right angle, which is having an angle 90 degrees. Angle BDC is half of angle ADB, which is 45 degrees. Angle X is equal to angle Y is equal to angle Z, which is 45 degrees. Angle X is equal to divide 45 degrees by 3, and the quotient is 15 degrees. The answer is 1. Question 18. Danny left home at 17:00 hours for the cinema. He spent 2 hours 20 minutes in the cinema. He left the cinema at 19:35 hours. How long did he take to travel to the cinema? We shall need to find what time Danny was at the cinema. To find the time Danny arrived at cinema, we shall take the time Danny left the cinema, subtract the time spent in cinema. The time Danny arrived at cinema will be subtract 19:35 hours from 2:20 hours, and the difference is 17:15 hours. To find the time Danny take to travel to cinema, we shall take the time Danny arrived at cinema, subtract the time Danny left home. The time Danny take to travel to cinema will be subtract 17:15 hours from 17:00 hours, and the difference is 15 minutes. The answer is 2. Question 19. Study the map below carefully and answer questions 19 and 20. Mandy was facing the park. She made a 1/4 turn in a clockwise direction. Which point was she facing at the end? After making a 1/4 turn in a clockwise direction, Mandy will be facing point K. The answer is 3. Question 20. Nathan left his house to go to the park. He took 3 steps north, 2 steps east, and 2 steps south from his house to the park. Which point was his house? We shall do a back track to Nathan's home. We shall move 2 steps north, 2 steps west, and 3 steps south, and we will reach point L. The answer is 3. Catholic High School. Second Semestral Assessment 2019. Primary 4 Mathematics. Section B. Question 21. Write 15,012 in figures. (15,012 in figures will be 1, 5, 0, 1, 2. Question 22. Write the missing number in the number pattern below. 14,200, 14,100, 14,000. Unknown number. 13,800, 13,700. Let us find out what is the difference between each number. The difference between 14,200 and 14,100 is 100. The difference between 14,100 and 14,000 is 100. The difference between 13,800 and 13,700 is 100. Therefore, the difference between the number in front of the unknown and after the unknown number will be 100 as well. Subtracting the number in front of the unknown number 14,000 by 100, and the difference is 13,900. The answer is 13,900. Question 23. 0.7 plus 54.32 equal to. Adding 0.7 to 54.32. It will be easier to add up the numbers if you swap the position of the numbers. There are two integers after the decimal point for 54.32. It will be good to add a 0 at end of the number 0.7 for easy addition. Add 54.32 to 0.7. The sum will be 55.02. The answer is 55.02. Question 24. Express 3 and 1/50 as a decimal. You will need to convert 1/5 to decimal. Divide 1 by 50. The quotient is 0.02. Adding 3 to 0.02. The sum is 3.02. The answer is 3.02. Question 25. Find the value of 1 minus on third minus 7/12. Before you are able to find the value, you will need to convert the fractions to the same denominator. The common denominator for 1/3 and 7/12 will be 12. Convert 1/3 to denominator 12 will be 4/12. The value of the equation will be 1 minus 4/12 minus 7/12, and the difference is 1/12. The answer is 1/12. Question 26. In the figure below, what is the length of the eraser in cm? Give your answer as a decimal. Looking at the measurement from the ruler, the length of the eraser is 4.7 cm. The answer is 4.7 cm. Question 27. Some of the factors of 32 are 1, 2, 8, and 32. What are the other two factors of 32? Factors are number divided by another number with no remainder. The factors for 32 will be: divide 32 by 1 equal 32. Divide 32 by 2 equal 16. Divide 32 by 4 equal 8. Divide 32 by 8 equal 4. Divide 32 by 16 equal 2. Divide 32 by 32 equal 1. The other two factors will be 4 and 16. Question 28. How many quarters are there in 9 3/4? In a whole number 1, there are 4 quarters. In a whole number 9, multiply 9 by 4, and you will get 36 quarters. In the mixed number 9 3/4, add 36 to 3, and you will get 39 quarters. The answer is 39 quarters. Question 29. When a number is divided by 6, it has a quotient of 1207, and a remainder of 3. What is the number? First of all, you will need to find the product of 1207 times 6. Multiply 1207 by 6, and the product will be 7242. Add 7242 to 3, and the sum is 7245. The answer is 7245. Question 30. How many more triangles must be shaded, so that 3/5 of the figure is shaded? There are a total of 10 triangles in the above figure. Convert 3/5 to denominator 10. Multiply 3/5 by 2, and you will get 6/10. In total you will need to shade 6 triangles. 2 triangles have already been shaded. You will need to subtract 6 by 2, and the difference is 4 triangles. You will need to shade 4 more triangles. The answer is 4 triangles. Question 31. The table below shows the favorite food of all the pupils in 2 classes. Each pupil chose only one favorite food. Each of the statements below is either true, false, or not possible to tell from the information given. For each statement, put a tick to indicate your answer. A. The total number of pupils in 4x is more than the total number of pupils in 4y. B. More girls than boys in 4y like burgers. We will need to find the number of pupils in each class. The number of pupils in 4x will be, adding 13 to 17, and then to 12, and the answer is 42. The number of pupils in 4y will be, adding 21 to 6, and then to 11, and the answer is 38. A. The statement is true. The numbers of boys and girls in each class is not shown in the table. B. The statement is not possible to tell. Question 32. Tom and Sandy have a total of 2,460 beads. Sandy has twice as many beads as Tom. How many beads must Sandy give to Tom, so that each of them has an equal number of beads? Sandy has twice the amount of beads. She will have 2 units of the beads, while Tom has 1 unit of the beads. To find out how much beads Tom has, you will need to divide 2,460 by 3, and the quotient is 820 beads. If both Sandy and Tom will to have equal number of beads, you will need to divide 2,460 by 2, and the quotient is 1,230 beads. The amount of beads Sandy will have to give to Tom will be, subtract 1,230 by 820, and the difference is 410 beads. The answer is 410 beads. Question 33. $64 was shared by 5 boys equally. How much money did 2 boys receive? We shall find out how much each boy will receive. To find out how much each boy will receive, we shall divide $64 by 5, and the quotient is $12.80. Multiply $12.80 by 2, and the product is $25.60. 2 boys will receive $25.60. Question 34. Darius paid $9.60 for 5 pens and a marker. One marker cost thrice as much as a pen. How much did a pen cost? One marker cost 3 times more than 1 pen. Therefore, 1 marker will be 3 units, and 1 pen will be 1 unit. 5 pens will be equal to multiplying 5 by 1 unit, and the product will be 5 units. The total units for 5 pens and 1 marker will be 5 units plus 3 units, and equal to 8 units. 8 units is equal to $9.60. 1 unit will be, divide $9.60 by 8, and the quotient is $1.20. 1 pen will cost $1.20. Question 35. The poster below shows the opening hours of a clinic on a Saturday. How long is the clinic open on a Saturday? Let us look at the two opening hours separately. In the morning, the clinic open from 08:00 hours to 12:30 hours, which is 4 hours and 30 minutes. In the afternoon, the clinic open from 14:30 hours to 16:45 hours, which is 2 hours and 15 minutes. Add 4 hours and 30 minutes to 2 hours and 15 minutes. The sum is 6 hours 45 minutes. The opening hours on Saturday will be 6 hours 45 minutes. Question 36. Measure and write down the size of angle X. Measuring the angle using the protractor. The angle is 135 degrees. Question 37. In the square grid below, shade 2 unit squares so that the dotted line is a line of symmetry. The two shaded squares will be as above. Question 38. In the square grid below, draw a rectangle from the given lines. The rectangle can be formed drawing the two red lines. Question 39. The line graph below shows the number of apples sold from Monday to Friday. Study the following graph carefully, and use it to answer questions 39 and 40. On which day was the number of apples sold 3 times the number of apples sold on Wednesday? Each line interval is 4 apples. On Wednesday, 44 apples were sold. Multiply 44 by 3, and the product is 132. The day that sold 132 apples will be Friday. Question 40. During which one-day interval was the increase in the sales of the apples the greatest? From Monday to Tuesday, sales dropped from 104 apples to 16 apples. From Tuesday to Wednesday, sales increased from 16 to 44, which was an increase of 28 apples. From Wednesday to Thursday, sales increased from 44 to 60, which was an increase of 16 apples. From Thursday to Friday, sales increased from 60 to 132, which was an increase of 72 apples. The sales increased the greatest from Thursday to Friday. Catholic High School. Second Semestral Assessment 2019. Primary 4 Mathematics. Section C. Question 41. Larry had 35 more cookies than Kenny. Matthew had twice the total number of cookies that Larry and Kenny had. The three boys had 717 cookies altogether. How many cookies did Kenny have? Larry had 35 more cookie than Kenny, which is equal to 1 unit of cookies plus 35 cookies. In total, Larry and Kenny will had 2 units of cookies plus 35 cookies. Matthew had twice the number of cookies of Larry and Kenny add together, which is equal to 4 units of cookies plus 70 cookies. They had 717 cookies altogether, which is equal to 6 units of cookies plus 105 cookies. 6 units of cookies is equal to 717 cookie minus 105 cookies, and the answer is 612 cookies. 1 unit of cookies will be equal to, divide 612 cookies by 6, and the quotient is 102 cookies. Therefore, Kenny had 102 cookies. Question 42. Ethan had some money at first. He spent $49 of it on a meal and $58 on groceries. He then had $72 left. A. How much money did he have at first? B. How much money did he spend on the meal? Ethan spent $49 on a meal and left with $59 of his money. With $59 of his money, he spent $58 on groceries and left with $72. $59 of his money will be adding $58 to $72, and the sum is $130. $19 of his money will be dividing $130 by 5, and the quotient is $26. Now to find the money he had at first, multiply $26 by 9 and the product is $234. A. He had $234 at first. To find how much he spent on a meal, multiply $26 by 4 and the product is $104. B. He spent $104 on a meal. Question 43. The total mass of a container and a watermelon was 2.36 kg. When some oranges were added to the container, the total mass became 3.26 kg. The mass of the watermelon was twice the mass of all the oranges. A. Find the mass of the watermelon. B. Find the mass of the container. Give your answer in kilograms. We shall need to find the mass of the oranges first. Subtracting the total mass of container, watermelon and oranges by total mass of container and watermelon, you will get the mass of oranges. Subtracting 3.26 kg by 2.36 kg, the difference is 0.9 kg. The mass of the watermelon is twice the mass of oranges. Multiply 0.9 kg by 2. The product is 1.8 kg. A. The mass of the watermelon is 1.8 kg. To find the mass of the container, subtracting the mass of the container and watermelon by the mass of watermelon. Subtract 2.36 kg by 1.8 kg. The difference is 0.56 kg. B. The mass of the container is 0.56 kg. Question 44. The following figure is formed by 4 identical shaded rectangles and an unshaded square. The area of the unshaded square is 49 square centimeters. Find the total area of the 4 shaded rectangles. The area of the unshaded square is 49 square centimeters. Therefore, all the 4 sides will be of equal length. The length of the square will be multiply 7 by 7 equal 49 square centimeters. The length of the rectangle will be adding 7 centimeters to 2 centimeters, and the sum is 9 centimeters. Area of rectangle will be multiplying 9 centimeters by 2 centimeters, and the product is 18 square centimeters. Area of 4 shaded rectangles will be multiplying 18 square centimeters by 4, and the product is 72 square centimeters. Question 45. The patterns below are made up of identical shaded, and identical unshaded squares. A. Find the total number of squares in pattern 4. Pattern 1 is a 3 by 3 square. Pattern 2 is a 4 by 4 square, and pattern 3 is a 5 by 5 square. You will need to add 1 to the length, and add 1 to the width for figure 4, and it will be a 6 by 6 square. The total number of squares in pattern 4 will be 36 squares. B. Find the number of unshaded squares in pattern 4. The number of squares in figure 4 is 36 squares. There will be 4 shaded squares in each pattern. Subtract 36 squares by 4 squares. The difference is 32 squares. Therefore, there will be 32 unshaded squares in figure 4. C. Which pattern number has a total of 100 squares? As we can see that as the pattern number increases by 1, the length and the width of the pattern will increase by 1 as well. Pattern 4 will be a 6 times 6 square. Pattern 5 will be a 7 times 7 square. Pattern 6 will be a 8 times 8 square. Pattern 7 will be a 9 times 9 square. And pattern 8 will be a 10 times 10 square. The answer is pattern 8. If you enjoy our video, please do click on like and share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.